Hello everybody, this is Zach, and welcome to this short tutorial on Edit Share Lightworks, a powerful tool for creating and editing videos for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. In this video, we will explore the free version, which allows you to export your work without any watermark. When you open Lightworks, you get into the project browser, with your most recent projects displayed. To start a new project, go to Create in the top left corner and define a name for it. The new project opens on the main interface with 4 sections at the top. In this video, we will focus on the Edit and the Audio ones. You can also choose to work with a fixed workspace with panels and windows docked, or with a flexible workspace where you are free to move and place panels where you like on the screen. You can select this option by coming back to the project browser in the top left corner and then browsing through the options in the top right corner. In this tutorial, we will work on the fixed workspace only. To import your photos, videos, or sound files, head to Edit and click on Import Clips on the left to browse for these files, or simply drag and drop these files from any folder into the Project Contents panel on the left. Keep in mind that the video clip with the highest frame rate also fixes the frame rate of your video you will export. Once files are imported, just drag these onto the timeline at the bottom. This is the place where you will assemble the video you will export, called Sequence. By default, this lasts 5 minutes, unless you extend it by moving other clips in time. On the timeline, media is arranged sequentially over time and displayed as blocks called segments, including name, audio waveforms, and video thumbnails. You can zoom in or out around the playhead with your mouse wheel, while holding down the Control or Command key. Visual files are placed within video tracks, while audio files within audio tracks, doubled in case of stereo output. To review the timeline content, check the video preview on the right. This shows the frame under the playhead. You can move it directly in time or play in real time with either the player controls under the preview or the spacebar key. Open metadata on the right or press F4 to adjust the playback format and aspect ratio so that your source files match the output video format between a landscape, a square, or a portrait. On the left, you get several buttons to mute or solo entire tracks. You can also right-click on any track to add other tracks, or either rename or remove the current one. To record with your microphone, click on the mic button below the video preview. Select your audio input device and the track to use, and then hit record to start the capture. You stop to finish the recording. Click on any segment to select it and drag it to move it in time within the same track or another one. If a video clip includes audio, the two will move together, unless you disable the audio track sync option on the right. The tracks also fix the order of visibility on the preview. Segments on higher video tracks always appear in front of the other segments placed on tracks in lower position. You can also click on any track name to lock it and prevent any modification on its segments. To create quick copies of a segment, hold down the Control or Command key while dragging it. You can also delete any selected segment by pressing the backspace key. Undo any action with Control or Command and Z. To split any segment, place the playhead at the desired point and press C. You can also adjust the speed rate of any segment by right-clicking on it and going to Speed. If you hover over any segment edge, you get several trimming options according to what you want to trim on the timeline. Select the internal edge to trim the segment while preserving the time gap with adjacent clips. Select the external edge to trim the time gap itself, moving the adjacent clips in time. select both the internal and the external edges to trim the segment without saving any time gap. These edge selections can also work together for more complex editing. To remove any edge selection, press the Escape key. To apply audio adjustments, select the segment and switch to the Audio section. Adjust the volume uniformly by pulling up and down the envelope line on the segment, and open the Mixer panel on the right to adjust the volume levels for each of the audio tracks present, including stereo panning. Make sure that no red levels appear on the decibel meter, indicating that any distortion is occurring at output. You can also apply any volume transition by clicking and dragging any segment edge. Now, let's see how to work with the effects. These are grouped under the Video and the Audio Effects panel of the Edit workspace. If you place the playhead over any segment, you can see its effects displayed in the FX Settings panel on the right. If this isn't visible, click the plus button above to enable it. When you get segments overlapped in time, ensure you have selected the correct track of reference. Segments come with default visual effects applied. With framing, you transform the segment by adjusting its position, size, or cropping it in order to remove black bars from the video preview. With color correction, you fine-tune brightness, contrast, and saturation, or apply advanced color grading. From Video Effects on the left, you can browse for other effects like blur or chroma key, and drag these onto any segment to apply these effects. From FX Settings, adjust their properties as you like, using the green button to disable or enable each effect, or choosing to remove the effect permanently. From Video Effects, Text, you can also add text that crawls, rolls, or stays fixed. In the Effects Settings panel, customize the text content, style, size, and opacity level. You can also add any outline or shadow to enhance its appearance, and place text by clicking and dragging it within the video preview. When you add text as a segment effect, it starts and ends with the segment itself. To drop independent text, drag its effect onto a vacant area of the timeline. This creates a standalone text segment that you can place and edit within a dedicated effect track. This also works with other visual effects, applied to all the segments right below it. To animate properties and effects in time, you have to use the keyframes. Enable the keyframes by clicking on the timer button of any effect property. This places a keyframe that saves the property's value at the current point in time, as shown on the segment graph at the bottom, extending through the segment length. At this point, move to another instant of time and use the plus button to add another keyframe, saving a different property value. This way, a transition is made between these two keyframes, going from the first property value to the second one. The distance between the two keyframes also sets the transition speed. You can also open the Keyframes panel to drag these vertically and horizontally to adjust values and timing for each keyframe. Right-clicking on any to edit the transition shape as well. To remove all the keyframes, click on the timer button again. Open the Transitions panel to browse and add visual transition effects onto the edges of any segment to fade in or out, or between two consecutive segments in time. You can also select the transition and adjust its properties with the FX Settings panel. Transitions are effects with keyframes, with values from 0% to 100%, creating a smooth visual result. You can switch to the Keyframes section to edit the timing or the shape of the transition as you like. Now, let's see how to save and export your project in Lightworks. Your project is automatically saved to the path specified in the Details section at the top left corner. To render your sequence into a video file, open the Export panel on the right. The free version allows you to export videos in MP4 format with a maximum resolution of 720p HD in landscape, or 16:9 format. You may have to upgrade to a paid plan to export with higher resolutions, other file formats, or use social media templates with portrait or square aspect ratios. At this point, set the file name, the destination folder, and click Start to begin rendering the entire sequence content. This will have the frame rate fixed for the sequence that you can check on Project Contents. You can also change it by right-clicking on it and going to Make, Copy to duplicate such sequence and its entire content with a different frame rate to use. To render only part of the sequence, place the playhead at the starting point and fix it with the I key, and then set the end point with the O key. In the Export panel, select Marked Section under Region to render only the selected blue region. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Make sure to check out our website and our official channel to learn more about other fantastic and free video editors. Until next time, this is Zach, and I'll catch you later.